The controversy around President Trump's latest wave of pardons continues to prompt reaction as his term in office draws to a close. On Wednesday, Mr. Trump's former campaign manager Paul Manafort and his longtime advisor Roger Stone were among the latest 26 people to benefit. Both were jailed as a result of the Mueller investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Mr. Trump also pardoned Charles Kushner, the father of his son-in-law Jared. Mr. Kushner served a 2-year jail sentence for tax evasion, witness tampering and illegal campaign contributions. Well, we're joined by Seth Weathers, a Republican strategist and former campaigner for Mr. Trump. Seth, thank you, as always, for your time. Now, you've thrown your full support by Mr. Trump and his pardons, but he has been accused of abusing his power, rewarding those who are loyal to him and close friends. What's your take on this?
Well, I'm glad he's not rewarding people who've been disloyal to him. But the first thing that comes to mind for the people that have an issue with the pardons that President Trump has made, it reminds me of when President Clinton pardoned Roger Clinton, his brother, for cocaine and among other issues. So for the people that are feigning outrage right now, they really don't give a damn. It's just all politics. They're trying to make a point about it because it's politics. They want to hurt the president. I get it. I would have done the same thing with Clinton when he pardoned his brother. But at the same time, I just think it's pointless.
Okay,
but they're great pardons, I might add.
But Manafort and Kushner were guilty of federal crimes that were unrelated to the Mueller investigation, other federal crimes. So why do you think they should be pardoned?
I think Paul Manafort in particular should be pardoned because the only thing that he was convicted of, right, wrong, and different, had to do with the fact that he was illegally watched, surveilled, and prosecuted under the fact of the false Mueller investigation. Had the Mueller investigation, they broke incredible U.S. laws based on the what they actually did for the surveillance of him. They broke laws to surveil him. They used that information to prosecute him. They never had the legal basis to actually go through a prosecution of him. So I think it should be thrown out in
They've both been found guilty of crimes unrelated to the Mueller investigation.
I understand, but in the U.S., you have to have probable cause to prosecute, to even begin an investigation of someone. That was done based on false information from the FBI that has now been proven to be false information with the fake Russia hoax. And that was used. So from that standpoint, it should have been thrown out anyway when it comes to Manafort.
Seth, every leader in every democracy needs to be held to account. Mr. Trump has been accused of bypassing the Department of Justice in his decision-making. I mean, what kind of image do you think this is painting of America's democracy?
There is no bypassing of the Justice Department for these pardons. What you're hearing is a bunch of liberal media here in the U.S. pushing their own propaganda. The U.S. president has the right to pardon whoever he wants, regardless. It can be the Department of Justice can say, we don't want you to do this. He can sign his name and it be done. Again, President Clinton pardoned most of the people from the FLAN terrorist group. They were an American domestic terrorist group, and he pardoned them. No one gave a whole big damn about that at the time, other than some Republicans, Rush Limbaugh on down. But as to the American media, mostly silent, even back then. So again, the president can pardon whoever he wants to. It has nothing to do with the Department of Justice, has nothing to do with Congress. Now, what you see in the American media here is different.
Well, Seth, thank you. We'll have to leave it there. It's all we've got time for, but thank you as always for joining us on BBC News.